What's up, guys? Boy, what a weird time we're living in right now. So let's talk about it. First, I want to ask you a question. When were you chosen for this field? Because I know for me, right out of high school, I went to work for Coleman Evcon, and I was building, evaporator coils, and I worked all the different parts of that assembly line from lacing the coils right off the machine where it printed, where it stamped the fins, and you'd pick them up, throw it on a lace table, and then have to lace the coil. Then it went on to the flare machine. Then it went on to a conveyor belt where people put the U-bends on. Then they got welded. Then they got assembled. Then they got leak tested. Then they got packaged, and then got shipped from there. So I worked all parts of that line, and also built some blend air units. I had no idea what I was building, but I was building the metal piece that sits on top of the mobile home furnace. I was building those, welding them, putting the damper in there with the arm and everything. And then I built also roof jacks. But at the time, I had no idea what I was doing. I was called, I believed that this was just part of my journey and that I was chosen to do this. So shortly after that, I got married, and what do you know? My father-in-law had his own heating and air conditioning business. He needed help, and I went to work for him. It just seemed like the logical thing to do. So I feel like it definitely chose me. I was a shy kid, and it helped me get out of my comfort zone by having to talk to people. And here we are today, 24 years later. So I want you to just think back and remember when you were chosen for this industry. Next, I want to tell you that there is panic, happening right now worldwide. And one of those reasons is because everybody's focused and just glued to the television watching the news. So I'm going to tell you right now, the news does nothing for you. Stop watching right now. Just stop watching. It's not going to help you. And as long as you're on social media of some kind, you're going to catch the major things that are happening. That's why I'm well aware of what's happening, although I've watched no news over the past, literally for the past 10 years, haven't watched any news. You still know what's happening. So stop watching the news. It's going to affect your environment in here. And when this gets infected, then that's the problem. That's when we make stupid mistakes and we get nervous and we have anxiety and fear, and that's not going to serve you. I also want to talk about just equilibrium, which I'm just letting you know, things may seem really bad right now, and they're probably going to get worse before they get better, but they will get better because it will equilibrate, it will equal out. And so just know that. Just know that with every bad comes good. With every good can come bad. And there's always a lesson to be learned, and there's always something that we can look forward to, right? Because there is going to be something good that comes out of all this. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I promise you it will be there. So hang in there. Keep your head up. Be sure to reach out to all your past customers right now. Reach out to all of them any way possible. For the last 2.5 weeks, we've been mailing flyers, trying to drum up some business. And we've been emailing people and, just keep in contact with them. I know some people are not letting you come out to their homes to do any work. Some I've been seeing where people are canceling jobs that were already sold because they're scared because they've been watching too much news, and that's going to affect us, right? I mean, it's definitely going to affect us, but all we can do is all we can do, and as long as you're doing all you can do, it's enough. And just know that what you're doing is enough. And if it's not enough, well, reach out to people. Like, at least do that. And see what happens. There's still going to be people out there that are going to let you in their homes to do their work. There's still going to be people out there who are still going to continue to buy despite what's happening. So they do exist out there. It's just going to take a lot more effort. There's good times in business and there's bad times. And we're entering a bad time right now for a lot of businesses and a lot of people. And just know that there will be good times that follow. Just know that. So guys, I hope you're staying well. I hope you're not going through too difficult of a time. More so than ever, I just want you to relax, because it's not worth freaking out over. It's not worth, changing your biology over. Like, you've got to just maintain, stay equal, to the best of your ability. Do something that takes your mind off of it. I know for me, when things get difficult of any kind, and I start this downward spiral and I start putting myself in a pit, well, the first thing I do is get busy. There's two things to do. I get busy. I get busy working on something so my mind doesn't sit here and dwell on something that I can't change. So get busy working on something. Get busy serving somebody. And second, reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody and have a conversation. Just let them know what you're feeling and what you're going through. A lot of times just getting that off of your chest helps tremendously. So reach out to somebody, get busy. Those are the two things you can do right now. Always works for me. Always works for me. Gets me out of that pit if I'm in a pit. I'm not in a pit right now, but about 2 weeks ago I was. And I did those two things. And you know what? Things get better when you take action. So I hope this helps, guys. Keep your head up. It's going to come back. We'll all be okay. Just know that with every negative, there's going to be a positive. So I hope you guys are well. Take care. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next time. Go make money.